And welcome back, everybody. So, before we leave Mushroom Kingdom today, we're going to make one last stop here at the item shop. As you recall, we got back his frog coin, and he was on an errand to the item shop here, which he totally forgot because he's a dumbass, quite frankly. But anyway, after exchanging that, we get a cricket pie, which we deliver to his grandfather. Which doesn't that just sound delicious? I'm sure it does. So we're on to Kero Sewers now, which will be our first stop on our way to Tadpole Pond. Actually, technically, I suppose it's the only stop, but you know. Whatever. I'm not about technicalities here. Not at all. Yes. So, I really don't know what the point of the sewer is as far as construction. Like, is there some town that's deserted now that's connected to? Because it really doesn't seem to be connected to Mushroom Kingdom in any way. Just some random sewers they have around here. With suspiciously clean water, may I add. Weird stuff, I tell you. Weird stuff. So anyway, that note just tells you how to enter pipes, which is kind of pointless because you had to enter one to get in here in the first place. But oh, the square, how we love yet loathe you at the same time. So I totally went the, I didn't totally know where I was going through here because it's been a little while since I played this, so I kind of forgot. I should have done a test run of this whole game before I played it. Maybe I could have got some of these technical issues solved, but I'm still working on it. Don't worry. It's improving, I think, anyway. So we got some rats here, and the dark enemy there is called a shadow. And one important thing to note about, well, I'll tell you that later on. But anyway, again, these little mouse things aren't terribly dangerous or anything. You just have to, they're a step up from Goombas, that's for sure. And Mal leveled up. Keep in mind, I'm not showing enemies to you more than once to save for time, so I'm cutting out most of these battles. Like, I'll show you run into them, but I'm not going to show you the actual battle and, things like that. It's just more of a time saver than anything. Help us cover more ground. Now we need to go through that pipe, but we can't with the water filled up, so we're going to have to find a way to drain the water. So yeah, I totally forgot where to go, what to do here, but I found my way fairly quick. I mean, this game is never terribly, dumbfounding in any way. Oh, a fake treasure chest. The bane of RPGs everywhere, I tell you. And in these days, chests like these and any kind of RPG were fairly common, especially in like Square games and in Enix games at the time. But you don't see as much of that nowadays. Also, compared to other games, the ones in this game aren't terribly dangerous, but they can do some pretty mean stuff to you. And showing off the super jump there, you can do an insane number of jumps. Later on, I'll probably link to a video of someone who did 100 jumps using one of those attacks. You can just do an insane amount of jumps with those and do really good damage. They stay a lot more useful than the fireballs, that's for sure. Because you do get upgraded fireballs along the way, but they're especially against bosses, they're just not that useful. Now, a funny thing here. For whatever reason, when I'm trying to use the items or equip, it has a tendency of crashing my emulator I have on my computer for some weird reason. I have no idea why, but basically I have to save state before I'm about to do it. That way I can just try it until it actually works. It's a real pain. And I had to do this whole section over a couple times before I figured out that I can just save state and keep doing it over and over again until it works. It's a pain, I tell you. This is a fairly tricky jump to make, but work at it and you'll get up there. Just get on that second step and kind of do a jump at an angle like that and you'll be fine. New enemy, Hobgoblin. They don't do anything terribly cool or anything, so I'm going to edit most of this battle out again. And you get pure water. Pure waters are useful for killing ghost enemies real quick, like dry bones, boos, or I think they also work on shadows. I haven't really tried it. Particularly on dry bones later on. We haven't seen any yet, but they take forever to kill, and it's a good way to do it. However, I used one on a boo off screen, and it doesn't give you any experience if you do it that way. But like if you're in a pinch, they can be pretty useful. And here we got another star. I'm actually surprised I didn't get a level up out of these. I did miss a boo up there. That's in the upper left, toward the upper left corner there. But oh well, what can you do? It was too late by the time I jumped off anyway. Also, as a side note, I'm really happy that oh, by the way, I went the wrong way there, so I just cut it out until I got back here. Anyway, I'm really happy YouTube up the times of videos to 15 minutes, because it gives you a lot more. That extra 5 minutes really gives you more breathing room. That's for sure. Because yeah, I'd be making much slower progress if they didn't change that. Alright, so making our way through. I don't know what problem I had with that pipe there. So anyway, what we got to do is, I'll just check and see if there's anything up there. You go through here, go through this pipe, and then you find you see that switch there. Don't go up that spring just yet. Here's the boo, and I try the pure water on it right here. As soon as I find it, okay, and instant death. I don't know why they didn't just call it holy water, but then again, Nintendo tends to avoid religious references in their game, so that's probably why. And take that, it leads you back up here, and you're at the beginning. That way you can get to the that pipe that was underwater quicker. It's very handy. Save again, just because you never know. You never know what could happen. Any gamer knows that. Alright, so now you see these cheeps. There's no water, and you can't help but feel sorry for them. They're slowly dying. I'm sick man. What can I say? I'll show a battle right in a little bit, but they're pretty weak. There's not much to them. I think the only thing is to do is they just like tackle you, and that's about it. Nothing too dangerous. Ooh, I just love the once agains. I know I probably talked about this in an earlier video, but I'm still not really that sure what the luckies do. I think they have like some kind of random effect or whatever. So we're going down here, jump, and I don't know what I was doing right here. I guess I just forgot where I was going for like a split second. But anyway, find myself back at the pipe here, and I'm not sure how to get that one to the left there. There's a pipe somewhere you got to go through, but I have no idea. I'll probably show that in a later video, but it's nothing too important, just like an extra item or something. And I dropped down there like a fool, but luckily, editing tools. So, if you were paying attention to the text earlier, Mal warned us of a creature named Belome that is terrorizing the sewers, and he instantly challenges us to battle. Now, I gotta say, as a boss, he's not very dangerous if you're properly equipped. If you have a true form pin on either Mario or Mallow, which I have one on Mario, I didn't show you me equipping it, but oh well. Just spam super jump, save your flower power for like that. It'll kill him fairly quick, or at least until you run out of flower power, which probably the latter is going to happen first. But by then he won't have much left in the tank. Yes, this is very annoying. Obviously, it makes characters go to sleep for a few turns. Stupid sleep sauce. And there are many more variations of this attack later on in the game. Many more. And do super jump again, because I love that attack. And the jumps get better as we go on. They only get better, trust me on that one. 93. Didn't do very well on that one. With the super jumps, you press A like right before you hit them, and if you get good at it, you can get an insane amount. It's really nice. Luckily, I have that true form pin, so we'll see what happens is when that attack is successful, your character turns into a scarecrow, and it happens a little later. I'll film the details then. Boom, boom. God, I love that. I love this attack. Yeah, 93. Didn't do that well. Ugh. And he used it again. This guy's terrible. Now, with that super jump, I'm doing 3 times the damage as a normal attack, so I think it's worth it just to use it, in all honesty. Let's see. Now I'm going to show off what Fire Orb does to this guy. This was just a wasting of attack, honestly. 40. Yep, just barely more than a regular attack. I was better off just doing the hammer, honestly. Now they're both asleep, and he uses this. So he gets real cheap here. Now the bad news is, in Scarecrow form, your character can only do their special attacks. So they can't use items, attack, or... Well, yeah, they can either defend, or they can do the special attacks. They can't use items or attack. It's a real pain. Real pain. So, we get some honey syrup. Luckily, there's better versions of this item later that it refills more. Luckily. And I waste a Thunderbolt. Again, I was really just better off using Super Jump, but what can you do? But it was enough to kill him anyway, so it's not that bad. Flood? What is he talking about? I'm sure it has nothing to do with that big giant door we saw there before the battle started. I'm sure it has nothing to do with that. Well, yeah, he must have been lying. Uh-oh. And look at this. This is so epic, it actually tries to crash my emulator if you look closely. There for a second. Oh, crap! Look at that. And, oh... dangerous. Luckily, there's a toad that somehow knows to use the power of Matrix, so he can tell us this long tutorial here. Seriously, why isn't he in our party? That's the actually useful skill. He actually stops time to explain something to us. He should be in our party, for crying out loud. Wouldn't that be just the most epic power ever? Now, so yeah, basically the object of this is to collect as many coins as you can. Frog coins in particular, those are very important. Of course, I go totally the wrong way. Go to the left, okay? Just go to the left. I could have went one of these holes and like tried it again, but I did not. I'll probably get those off screen, but so yeah, just for future reference, if you ever play this game, just go to the left right there. I always suck at this section and this next little one that's coming up. No matter how many times I play it, I just never get any better at it, really. And now we're on a rolling barrel in the river. That makes sense, doesn't it? Alright. This is self-explanatory. Just jump. Just time it so you can make it to the other ones. Again, I suck at this, but I don't do too badly. It's definitely not my worst outing ever. The timing on the jumping is what trips you up. Like you have to jump right before it hits the barrel so you can make it to the next one. It's very screwy, and I don't know. I don't think it works that well, but it's just like a little diversion, really. It's not that bad. Make it along. Again, I'm really glad they extended these 15 minutes, because otherwise I would have had to split this into another part. The fight with Belome was really pushing it as it was anyway, as far as like a 10-minute thing. So yeah, not a whole lot to talk about here. Just to, and avoid those fish, because they make you lose coins. I actually did a lot better job avoiding those than I usually do. Usually, like, I've lost like half my coins because of those things. And no one likes that. No one at all. Man, this is a long river. I've never seen a barrel go that fast either down a river. Oh, okay. Alright, so this man, what he does is, if you get a certain number, I think it's like 60, he'll give you a frog. He'll give you one frog coin for every 60 coins you collect. And that may not sound like a good deal, but trust me, frog coins are pretty valuable. Ooh, and we get a knock-knock shell, which is a new weapon for Mario, but we'll see that next time. So until next time, this has been Mike Action 321, and have a good day.